Our organization, the Asian American Advocacy Fund, has been put to the test. We've been through the pressure cooker now since 2018, and in cycles where Georgia was on the map very late, but we delivered for the country. We delivered in 2020, again in 21, again in 2022, and we're hoping to be able to deliver again in 2024. The parties and other campaigns are not able to reach our communities like we are. They're not able to really tap into the cultural competency, the language, and the accessibility needs that we can. And because we've been here on the ground for so many years, it just makes our work even that much more impactful. Thinking ahead to 2024, we know that the margin of victory is going to be even smaller in the 2024 elections. And as we saw in 2020, with the presidential race being called by less than 12,000 votes, we know that members of the Asian American community helped to be that margin of victory. When we look at the total number of Asian Americans in Georgia, we have upwards of 400 to 500,000 Asian Americans in the state of Georgia. However, when we look at the voting population, the voting eligible population, that number is closer to 300, 350 voting eligible Asian American voters. We know that historically, AAAF, the Asian American Advocacy Fund, has been able to reach almost every single Asian American voter in the state of Georgia. We have ballot issues that we're going to be talking about that other campaigns aren't. We're going to be able to turn out voters because they care about these other issues, and maybe they weren't planning to vote for the presidential. And so ultimately, by getting people to the polls, even focusing on the down ballot, we are turning voters out, getting those numbers we need for the presidential, and getting that margin of victory that we need to win this race. And quite frankly, supporting our organization is one of the only ways to make sure that Asian American voters are turning out to vote. And that's why it's so important. And again, 12,000 votes on the line in 2020. It'll be smaller margin this year. And I know that Asian Americans will make up the margin of victory this year.